second year as head coach, do you feel more, I mean, I know you kind of had to throw a lot together maybe last summer, but is it a lot more organized now, or do you feel like everything's maybe structured to what you want to do with the program?
Well, I think last year what was tough is when you're putting in a whole new system, whole new program, trying to do everything the way you want it versus however it was done before, is that putting in a grand scheme of things, sometimes the details, you don't get them as good as you would like. And it's tough when you got to put 15 new guys into a system. But what I like about this year is we have a lot of returning guys that know the system and know what to expect from me. So, like, if I get on a freshman this year, they go in the locker room after and those guys can say, hey, man, don't worry about that. That's just coach. And like, tomorrow he's going to forgot about all that and you just move on. They can tell him those things now, whereas nobody really knew what to expect last year. So sometimes maybe, you know, what I consider just criticism or critiquing, they might take as I'm getting on it.
Right.
You know, and I always tell them, pay attention to the message, not the tone, because I have a tendency to be loud.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think the new guys are probably getting the understanding things quicker because of the guys who've been here are explaining to them, hey, man, coach, that's just how he is. Like, you know, he's always gonna correct you if you make a mistake. Like, he's not gonna let it go, and as far as just let it be swept under the rug. And sometimes when he's just teaching you, he'll get loud.
Yeah.
He's not yelling at you. He doesn't think you're a terrible player or anything like that. That's just who he is.
Sure.
And now we've got guys who can explain that to guys. We also have 7 guys who know what they're doing on the court from what we went over last year, so now they can help new guys get it quicker, and I think it's sped up the learning curve on what we can do as a team. You know, things that we're doing right now, we weren't doing for another 2-3 weeks last year. The way we're getting it in the press right now, we probably weren't getting this good in January last year, you know, and some of that is guys knowing what they're doing coming back, and some of it is we've got pieces that all fit what I want to do this year. I think we had a great group of guys, especially our seniors last year, you know, but maybe all of them, the best way to play for them wasn't necessarily the press and run up and down, but I was trying to put in my system for not 1 year, but for the whole time I'm the coach at Samford. So they probably sacrificed, and which will help this year's team, but they probably sacrificed their individual game for the betterment of the team.
Okay, so